Hello, everyone, and welcome to the most tubular, yes, I said tubular, most excellent wrestling show. I am Ronnie Starks.
And I'm Tyler Klein. Oh, wait, I get first billing, remember? Jesus, you lead with star power. Thank you. I'm Tyler Klein. That's Ronnie Starks. And this is our amazing toy collection and toy just overall finding. So, welcome. I mean, I know you came here for me, but Ronnie's here. As you can see, obviously.
Yes,
I have my fashionable COVID mask on because even at this distance, I still feel like I could catch something from Ronnie at this point. It's a little scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, I'll take it off just for you, Ronnie. Just kind of make you feel a little bit better.
Thanks, pal. I do work in a grocery store. It's understandable.
Ooh.
You may or may not catch something. That's everybody.
No.
Right?
Yeah. So let's start off a little bit. This time is going to be a little bit different because of everything going on with COVID and all of the stuff. A lot of us haven't been able to get out and go collecting. Even shopping online seems like a little bit of a danger. Not danger, but a little bit at this point. So it's kind of everything's kind of taking a back seat to just kind of online browsing, see what's coming up. Not a lot is coming up because a lot of it's at standstill, and there are things that I've ordered months ago that haven't come in yet, some legacy Power Ranger stuff. So figured this will be good enough time to talk about things that we're doing right now or we might have in the pipeline for the future. Definitely thinking about what's coming down the line and what can we expect, and some really big news, because there has been some big news in like collectibles and comics and movies and stuff like that.
I like how you said that none of us are getting out there, but I've won hunting twice this week because hunting is essential, and you won't kiss my butt. All right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I did not find the real Ghostbusters. No, I didn't. But I have these, so I guess this counts, right?
I guess, but I mean, putting yourself at risk for Ghostbusters, really?
Well, I gotta get out of the house. I put a mask on, I put gloves on, I was safe. I did some essential shopping too, so it's okay. It'll be fine.
I mean, Ronnie's the only Ronnie. I mean, let's just face it. After this is over, you'll still be considered non-essential for everything. It's okay. I'm sorry. I mean, you're essential for your job right now, but let's face it. When wrestling comes back, let's see if you even. I mean, you could still just be non-essential, Ronnie.
Look, man, I'm a hero, man. I am a hero.
I thought you were supposed to be lost.
Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about that storyline. That's over and done with.
I guess nobody cared to find you. They just let you go, huh?
No, it's okay. I rotted in a basement somewhere in West Virginia.
That's good. At least your hair is growing back, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm not bald anymore. That's also a plus.
Well, relatively speaking. It's coming back at least. So let's kind of go over like a couple things I actually did find. One thing I did find, everybody knows I have a huge collection of Funkos and a lot of fun stuff with that. If you happen in your essential shopping, if you go to Walmart right now, they have quite a few different new wrestling Funkos. They have like the Miz, which I bought. They have Diesel, Naomi, Mean Gene is one too. I didn't see him last time I was there, and Thugonomics John Cena. But Walmart actually has an exclusive, and it is for anybody who's a Hulk Hogan fan. It is basically a shirt tear Hulk Hogan. Pretty awesome. And then they actually have a bigger Andre the Giant. It's one of the bigger models. I think it's like the 8-inch model, pretty big size.
Yeah, I need that thing.
Walmart in Bridgeville, I do know, has a ton of them, mostly because, COVID and everything, not as many people are going out essentially. So there is that. That's what I think is kind of cool, is they're continuing to do like all kinds of different wrestling figures. I personally, I like my Biz one. It's downstairs right now, so I can't really go get it. But pretty badass, I'd say. Like, definitely want to get some more retro wrestling figures. I think maybe some definitely like let's see, it'd be really cool if they did a Yokozuna one. Just you'd have to make them one of the Super Pops, I guess.
Oh,
I know that's probably a little rude, but that'd probably be the better one.
I mean, he's a big guy,
There you go.
I recently just ordered something off of BigBadToyStore.com. I don't know if you ever ordered anything off of them.
Not really, because I don't feel like I can find a bargain on there, but I haven't looked all that much, because usually when I've gone on there, everything that I want, I know that I can actually order from other stores at a cheaper price,
Yeah.
like if I've gotten it for some collectibles. So it all depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm going for something a little bit more niche or a little harder to find, maybe I'll go to Big Bad Toy Store.
Mhm.
But a lot of my collectible stuff is so retro and old that I just go on eBay. But what
I
did you
love
find on
eBay.
for?
I actually just bought the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 slash Transformer figure.
I saw that at GameStop before everything closed.
It was $41 with a $4 shipping, so it was more of a deal to get it off of there than it was for $50 on in hand
Good
at
point.
GameStop. I thought
Good
so
point.
anyway.
I mean, right now you have to, work with what you can get. A lot of people do their ordering and stuff like that online. I personally don't because I like hunting for stuff,
Yeah.
but um, right now everything as far as where you can hunt is so limited. It's a
Mhm.
little bit of a pain in the ass because a lot of stores, like I said, they're not shipping out newer product like the Lightning Power Ranger stuff like that. Haven't seen them anywhere. I've looked when I've gone out to the grocery store, but I try not to stay there too long. Or not grocery store, but Walmart, or if I have to
Mhm.
run a Target for other essential things because I've been busy designing the crap out of everything right now because I've been that bored. So I've got so much more to do when all this stuff is over, and I can't wait because this past month was a little rough with some WrestleMania things, but we won't go into that because I'm
Mhm.
still a little ticked off about it. But I did bring up one of my favorite recent buys, at least within the past couple months before everything went down. Um, right now, I've been doing a lot of gaming, so we're gonna talk a little bit about gaming and stuff like that because it's the cornerstone of what people are doing right now. Been
Mhm.
doing a lot of gaming, and actually, the PlayStation having a huge sale on stuff. I actually got all of the Kingdom Hearts games, every single one, every single platform that they've made them for, right on the PlayStation Store for like $30. So it's like
That's a good
8
deal, man.
games, including a new one. And
Mhm.
I've always been a sucker because the Final Fantasy remake has come out recently. I haven't gotten that yet because I've got so many other things to play. But I've always been a sucker for the Kingdom Hearts Cloud. So I did find an SH Figurearts, sorry, Cloud Strife. He's got the wing, he's got the badass Buster Sword that comes with it. It's probably one of my favorite collectibles because once this came out on the original Kingdom Hearts game, I lost my mind because of how cool he was. So I really kind of love it. It's so stylish. I mean, look at the cape and the wing. Like, I just want to make a cape like that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to incorporate that into my apocalypse look when I get that all finished. Because I've already got a cape. I just need a cowl that comes around here. COVID protection here. Get it figured out. Bright, cool colors. We'll figure it out. Like, I got a lot of ideas in mind for that.
I have
So.
uh I have a lot of SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures.
mm, I have Power Ranger ones. Those were pretty cool. The only complaint I've ever had about those is that I really only have 3. I've got the Pink Ranger, I've got the Red Ranger with the shield, and then I've
Mhm.
got the Blue Ranger. Problem is the Blue Ranger one, it's so cool because it's very like to scale as far as proportion.
Mhm.
However, it only came with these 2 little dinky hand power lances. They suck.
Mhm.
Like, nobody until Hasbro came out with the Legacy collection did they actually make a full size power lance. When they did that, I lost my mind because that's what I wanted for any figure, as long as I could, as long as I've been collecting. So I got like 4 of those.
Speaking of
And
the Power Ranger, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry,
no, you're
but
yeah, you should be.
shut up. But yeah. So since we're on the subject of Power Rangers, we both collected the not the Hasbro line, but the what was the line before that?
um, the Bandai,
Yeah, were they
or are
the
you talking about the Bandai did the
yeah,
Legacy stuff?
the
Yes.
the BAF piece series ones.
Mhm.
Well, the thing about that was like the first releases of the Mighty Morphin they didn't have the weapons, and that drove me nuts because
Mhm.
I'm like I need the weapons, and then of course they do the hollowed out plastic versions or the
Yeah, they did the
metallic
sparkly
ones.
ones. Yeah, I hated that, so I just kind of
Yeah,
like incorporated. The weapons weren't as bad because you couldn't see through them all.
yeah,
So and then they did it again. Like, so
yeah,
I believe like they re-released them no, they didn't really release them in the solid color with the weapons, but it took you forever to get all of the series that
yeah,
you wanted because like they would go through. I mean, they're kind of doing that right now with mixing it all up, but
yeah.
they've kind of taken and made it more like iconic Rangers as opposed to um like full teams, which is a bit of a pain. But of course, they're putting out all the Mighty Morphin out and
Mhm.
everything, so that's at least what I'm happy about because you can't go bad with the original ones.
I can't
Um,
wait to get that Pink Ranger that's coming out. The evil Pink Ranger?
No, the Ranger Slayer.
Yeah,
that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully I can pre-order that whenever we're able to pre-order stuff again. And there's a couple pops that I want to get.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.